Welcome to True North Perspective. My name is Sean. First and foremost, thank you very much to everybody that has viewed my videos, shared and subscribed. We're over 1,000 subscribers now. Let's work together and try and get to 10,000 subscribers. I definitely cannot do it without you. Much love to all of you guys. The more you like, the more you share, the more it'll help with the algorithm and it'll help me reach a lot more people. Remember, the goal is that 50% of whatever revenues I do generate from Facebook or from YouTube will go straight towards charities, people in need, communities in need. Help me by liking the video, by sharing and subscribing. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the recent activities that occurred in the White House, in the Oval Office. There was a conference that had taken place, and we had President Ramaphosa from South Africa who had attended the White House, and for allegations that there is a genocide, white genocide happening in South Africa among the farmers. And so I thought, let's cover that. Let's see what happened. I'm going to start off by showing you the response of the president himself, the South African president, as to what he said. And then I'm going to show you some facts that completely negate what Donald Trump has said. Just to give you a summary, Donald Trump had made allegations that farmers were dying and their land was getting taken away, and no such thing is happening. He was saying that farmers are dying and that it is a very bleak situation in South Africa. Completely untrue, completely false. And I will show you a bunch of articles, very short ones, and a couple of videos that completely negate those facts. In fact, one of them is also a journalist from South Africa, and we'll look at that as well. So without further ado, let's get into the videos. And once again, before we do get in, please don't forget to like and leave comments. If there's anything that I think that you think I can do better, please let me know. If there's any other content that you want to cover, once again, do let me know. So let's look at the video here, and this is President Ramaphosa, Cyril Ramaphosa's actual answer to what Donald Trump had said. So let's take a look here, and it's only a minute, so we'll watch the video.
So you denounced that type of language in the video that you saw?
Oh yes, we've always done so. As government, as my own party, we are completely opposed to that. We, in 1955, adopted a document which said South Africa belongs to all who live in it.
But why wouldn't you arrest that man? That man said, kill the white farmers, kill the white farmers. And then he danced, and he's dancing, and it's kill the white farmers. I'm not sure, but I think if somebody got up in Parliament and started saying, kill a certain group of people, he would be arrested very quickly. That man is going all over South Africa. And that's not a small party. That was a stadium
what Trump is
that
saying
holds
here
100,000
is
people.
that
And
should be
I hardly
arrested
saw an empty
just
seat.
on words.
That's a lot of people.
Just like
That's
a
a
minority
lot of
report.
representation.
Crime
and
has not been
those
committed, but
crosses,
arrested.
we have dead white people, dead white farmers, mostly. And you take a look at Australia. They're being inundated, and we're being inundated with people that want to get out. And
so he jumps from South Africa to Australia, which are nowhere near each other, but
and
okay.
They just want to get out with their life. And this is a very serious situation.
So you denounced that type of language in the video?
So you can see here that what he's alleging is that there was what he was referring to Donald Trump is there were some crosses on the side of the road, just like we put them to honor our fallen military heroes. So they do have them there as well too, but those are not. First of all, let me be clear that they're not in South Africa. The video that Donald Trump and the cabinet was watching was actually from Congo, and again, there are facts proving that it had nothing to do with South Africa. The other thing that I should tell you guys is that right now, as of today, 70% of the land in South Africa, farming land, is owned by white farmers. And so that's just general fact right now. There's a lot of black farmers on the farms and do die there as well too, but it's due to criminal activity. It has nothing to do with genocide. There is absolutely no genocide whatsoever occurring in South Africa. So having said that, let me show you somebody that has been covering this for a while, a great reporter, one of my favorites, and I will show you what they have to say about this, and you will be surprised as well. This is Dorothy Vines. She's actually the head of news at Channel 4, and she's going to fact check for us here, and she was actually covering the genocide here. So let's take a quick look.
And the other was an opponent of the ANC. These were dreadful people, but this is not the policy of the ANC. Simply not the case that white farms have been seized. There is no evidence that white farms have been seized. overwhelmingly, and this is covered, and I have covered it myself, the big problem of violence in South Africa inordinately affects. South Africa has a terrible problem with violent crime, and the chief are black people. There is no genocide against Afrikaners. That was absolute drivel.
So you saw that yourself here. It is absolute drivel. I agree with her. There is no genocide going on there. There were a bunch of journalists that did do fact checking, and there was also a bunch of reporters that have actually gone down there. I wanted to actually show you an interview with Caitlin Collins and CNN, where they had a reporter who was in South Africa, and they went all around and they claimed that they did not. Just to seal the deal, I'm going to show you an article, two articles, one from Guardian and then one from CNN as well too, just to show you that these things have been fact-checked. What's amazing is that you have the leader of the United States who is, in front of live camera, in front of millions of people. Remember, he is the leader of the free world. He is spewing absolute dribble and trash. He is spewing false. Remember, guys, this is the leader of the United States of America. Okay, and this is not the first time. He's constantly done this. He's constantly said things that are absolutely not true, whether it is in relation to tariffs, whether it's in relation to the genocide that's occurring in Palestine, many different things. How do you believe and follow a leader who has absolutely no idea what he's doing? So let me very quickly show you that article that was published, and we can take a look at it together here. And this is again fact check here, and this is by CNN. And once again, there it is: Trump's false suggestion of a genocide against white farmers in South Africa. And it's right here. There's a lot of violent crime in South Africa. There is not a genocide against white farmers. Claims of genocide can sometimes be difficult to adjudicate. The claim is easy. The facts show that the genocide President Donald Trump suggests might be happening is not happening, and that the crime against white farmers in South Africa represents a tiny fraction of the country's overall crime. The most recent South African official data, and there it is again, the most recent South African official data shows that the country had 19,696 from April 2024 to December 2024, and the victim in just 36 of these murders, about 0.2% smaller agricultural holdings. So once again, I ask all of you guys out there, I would love for you to join in the conversation. Leave your comments. How do you believe somebody that is completely falsifying information? I will cover some of the stuff that's happening in the States in regards to the Constitution, but this just shows you that Donald Trump is willing to say whatever he wants. He's willing to put out information that is absolutely not true and ruin the reputation of many other leaders. And this is not the first time he's done this. He did that with Zelensky, and now with Cyril Ramaphosa, the president. The ironic part here, guys, is that there's a lot of issues already happening in the United States. The States is technically burning, and here he is concentrating on what's happening in the other parts of the world rather than focusing on what's happening in the United States. I'm going to show you one more quick, I think is very important for you to see as well too, just to show you that it's not just one basic journalist that is reporting this. There's many of them, many news outlets that are reporting that this is completely false. And so let's go back here, and I'm going to show you as to what's occurring, and that way you guys can see for yourself. So if you go down here, and there it is, The Guardian, that's another one. And the same thing, The Guardian is also reporting the exact same thing, that it is completely false. Trump makes baseless claims white farmers are executed as meeting with South Africa's president turns chaotic. He ambushed him and said, hey, there's genocide going on in your country and you're not doing anything about it. I'm going to end this video by saying that the real genocide, guys, is actually happening in Palestine. I'm going to show you, just before I do close off the video, exactly what is happening. And let me be very honest with you, it is affecting women and children more than anybody else. I found this, and it's a little bit disturbing, so if you're sensitive, don't watch it, please. But look at this here. This young man here, young boy here, is Mustafa Yasin, 8 years old. This is from starvation. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Okay, this was just an hour ago. This is what Israel is doing right now. Take a look. They're demolishing buildings. They are bombing hospitals, guys. Hospitals, transforming hospitals. And again, this is just an hour ago. Okay, look at this here, right here. Israel tanks displaced families in Khan Yunis under heavy gunfire in Gaza. And just take a look at this video. This is what real genocide looks like, guys. This is it.
يعني نمشي بس.
They're running for their lives.
على الشارع زي ما انت كده امشي.
Imagine, getting forced out of your home,
رامي
avoiding tanks and bombs and rockets. This is not everyday life. Nobody should have to go through this, guys. This is unbelievable.
رامي تعال تعال.
This is despicable.
نقعد هان.
Guys, the situation is unbelievable. Like I said, South Africa, there's nothing happening in there. Obviously, crimes do occur, but it is not as serious as what's happening in Palestine. I'm going to end the video by saying, talk to your MPs, talk to your government leads, let them know, let's put some sanctions on Israel because they have no intentions of leaving Palestine right now. They want to displace everybody and take over Gaza completely. They are destroying hospitals. They are killing innocent. And I showed you, this is not fake. This is real news. This is unfiltered. This is something that you will not see on CNN. They will not little Yasin dying on a table without food. They've allowed 90 trucks to come in, which is not enough. 2 million people, 90 trucks. Guys, Gaza needs our help. Again, I thank you very much for watching my video. Don't forget to share. I am getting better at this. It is only my 4th video. There will be more videos dropping, guys. I really appreciate your support. Let's all pray together for Gaza, for peace in Gaza, and I urge all you guys to fact check what you listen to, because not everybody is right. Please don't forget to leave your comments, your likes. Let me know what I could do better, what you want to cover, and I will see you in the next video that will drop shortly. Thank you again for watching, and